Okay, so good evening, everyone. Tonight, I want to touch on something, and this powerful training will help you guys. Muende kwa kitu inaitwa 6 figures. It will help you guys and unlock or tap the 6-figure potential in our business, the 6-figure niche in our business that a lot of people have tapped in, but also some people have not tapped in yet. Maybe because you're a new member, you're yet 6 months, not yet 6 months old in the business, or 6 months below and 1 year below in the business. Now, this is developing the skills like a pro with Denzel Okoth. Let's jump in. Now, the skills in our business, we have the SIP fire formula or the SIP fere formula. The way utaisema, the way you can term it, SIP fere. Now, number 1 is finding prospects or finding contacts. Number 2, inviting. Inviting is the backbone of our business. You need to get people to see our business. Now, after getting people, present the business to them, showcase whatever we have. Then next we have closing down or closing. Next we have following up, getting a new teammates started, right? Promoting events and personal development. Now, these are the 5 daily actions that you need to do to move you forward in our network marketing business. Number 1, prospecting, okay? I believe you guys know how to prospect, and we have different methods of prospecting. But remember, we have different types of prospects. We have the hot market. These are our relatives, family members. Next, we have the warm market. These are people that we know, like our friends. Then we have the cold market. Cold market is someone maybe that you've interacted with, but you don't interact with them on a daily basis, or even people that you have in your social media like Instagram, Facebook. This is the cold market. So we have the different types of markets that you need to prospect from: the hot market, warm market, and the cold market. And we have different types of prospecting that you need to learn, and that is another topic of a different day. Next, invitation. Invitation, you can do office invitation, Zoom invitation like the one we have, but for a presentation like the big announcements that we usually have. Next, we have the presentation. You need to be a pro in presenting. You need to present your business like a pro. You need to follow up like a pro. And next, you need to attend trainings like the one that we have right now. Make sure you attend trainings and make sure you plug in all your members to into trainings, because inside these trainings is when you learn. Kwa hizi trainings learn vitu mingi sana kwa biashara. Next, other activities. Record keeping. You need to be a good record keeper when you're doing our business. You need to learn how to keep track of your prospects, and you need to learn how to keep track of your champions, okay? Follow up on your champions the same way you follow up on your prospects. Getting teammates started, right? Members wako wakianza, do an NDO for them. We have the quick starter guide that they need to go through. We have the initial planning orientation, or rather the NDO. The next, personal development. These are things that you need to do on a daily basis. When it comes to prospecting, empty your list on paper. You should add to your list on a daily basis. Imagine starting a business, imagine starting a hotel, na clients wale wanakujanga kila siku ndo wanakuja tu kila siku. Wenye walikuja leo ndo wanakuja kesho. Wenye walikuja kesho ndo wanakuja kesho kutu. That means your business, number 1, will not grow. Next, your income will not grow. It will be flat. It will be stagnated. Now, what do you need to do? Empty your list on paper. Add to your list. Everybody, if you're in this meeting, type add to your list. Always add to your list. Make your list grow. Let your list expand. Empty your list on paper. If you had 50 prospects today, your goal should be, let me add 10 on my list tomorrow. So add to the list on a daily basis, and you can also generate cold market. And cold market prospects come from adverts via social media or offline, okay? So always write a fresh list weekly. That should be your goal. So let us talk about invitation. One major problem is under sponsoring, and this is caused by under inviting. Some people usually ask me, leader, how can we do 10 direct signups in a month? But how can you do 10 direct signups in a month and you're not doing 100 invitations in a month? You expect to do 10 direct sponsoring this month, but wewe mwenyewe invitation yako iko chini. You're inviting only 5 people. 5 people see your business. How many people do you expect to get started? None. The answer is next to none. The possibility is next to none. I hope you guys are learning. So decide to start afresh in terms of inviting. Whether you are 3 months in the business, 1 month in the business, 2 years in the business, 4 years in the business, it doesn't matter. You need to develop your skills and go with the market trends. So number one, third-party recommendation. This can come from your prospects. Number two, invitation for events like the one we had last year. It was Alpha Nation 4th year anniversary. And this year, you can also use the powerful event that we have. June 2nd, we have a very big event, and you know that's the SEGE recognition. It's another way of invitation. Get your tickets, get tickets for your prospects. Next, big announcement that we have each and every week, like this week, each and every week we have the big announcements, invite on Zoom. Next, home launch. Alafu kuna kitu inaitwa direct invitation. I'll teach you guys on how you can do direct invitation offline and online, or IPI, instant prospecting, okay? Or instant prospecting invitation. Next, let me talk about the 9 most important keys to become more productive and effective. Na hizi ndio vitu zitakusaidia utengeneze 6 figures. You'll move from an income of 40,000 in a month to 100,000 in a month, from an income of 100,000 in a month to 150K each and every month, to 200K, 250K, 500K club, and last but not least, we have the 1 million club, and so on and so on. So number one, you need to develop your skills, and developing skills takes time. No one is a natural. Mimi nikianza biashara 2018 June, sikuwa najua skills za biashara, but I had to learn. When I was a DJ, for me to get shows, for me to get gigs, for me to go to big events, I had to learn the skills of how to DJ, ku scratch. Ningejua hii mziki ndaingiza part fulani, sitairusha tu. You know, there's a process. There's something that you need to learn. Next, accelerate learning curve always. Be capturing the information. Kitu imenisaidia kugrow haraka kwa hii biashara, something that has helped me grow in the business in a short period of time. I always accelerate my learning curve. On a daily basis, I want to learn something new about this business. I'll always capture the information. I'll always go with the trends. Ndajua ni nini sahi na trend, and what is the algorithm right now in Instagram? What is the algorithm right now in TikTok? I joined TikTok the other day, and you know, Leader Philip, one of my leaders, was telling me you need to get to 1,000 followers so that you go live. Then nikaona imeingia leo. I tried the live. That's a new feature. If you do the live videos on social media, itakusaidia grow. But most people want to grow on Instagram, Facebook, any other social site like TikTok. You want to grow your business from that point, but wewe unashinda tu ukidirect inbox watu. Apart from that, create reels. Instagram na Facebook iko na kitu inaitwa reels. Itakusaidia, it will help you reach a new market. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Your main goal is you want to grow in the business. You want to grow more numbers. You want to grow your network in the business. Now, you need to go for more numbers. And the only way you'll reach new markets in your business via social media, angalia ni nini inafanya kazi sahi. We have Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. These are short videos zenye zinaenda straight to the point and follow the trends. So next, dive into personal development. Dive into personal development. On a daily basis, how do you dive into personal development? When you wake up, the first thing you do, 15 to 20 minutes of your day, to learn something new. Learn from your mentors. Listen to these audiobooks in YouTube. Jim Rohn, one of my mentors. We have Eric Worre, Les Brown. This positive motivation will keep you going through the day and going through the week, and it will help you anytime you face challenges in your business. You know how to counter your challenges. Next, 5 M's. 5 M's means more meetings, means more money. Right now I'm doing a meeting, and I know this meeting will help my members learn the business, and it will bring some positive impact in our business. Next, tomorrow, you need to do more meetings on a daily basis. Lazima ukuwe na target, tujiambie on a daily basis nitafanya at least maybe 3 one-on-one presentations. Maybe nitaingiza at least 5 people waone presentation, 5 to 10 people waone the office presentation, 5 people waone Zoom presentation. Yes, that is what we call more meetings means more money. And make sure your members, your leaders wanaingia kwa meetings, all the meetings that we have, okay? Next, guard your mind against negative self-talk. But before I go to the number 5, let me go back to number 4, about more meetings means more money. One of my mentors, anaitwa Bradley says, the more hands you shake, the more money you'll make. And I want you guys to type in the chat box, the more hands you shake, the more money you'll make. And that's the truth. Why? Money does not grow on trees. It grows on people's pockets. I have to network with a lot of people so that I get new opportunities. I have to network with the new people so that I get the new money. Don't let the old money prevent you from getting the new money. So more meetings means more money. Go shake more hands tomorrow. Go shake more hands, kesho kutwa, like that on a daily basis. That's the only way you'll grow your network, and that's the only way you'll get new opportunities. So guard your mind against negative self-talk. Kuna watu wanajiambianga, I can't do this because of this. I can't grow in this business because I don't know how to talk, I don't know how to speak, I'm shy. Those are negative self-talks. What if you tell yourself, I'm a winner, it is possible, I am capable? Speak the future now. Speak the future. It's as if it's now, okay? Speak in the present. And there are two powerful words in this world if you want to guard yourself against negative self-talk. And those two words are, I am. I'm happy and grateful now that I'm making 6 figures each and every month. I'm happy and grateful now that I'm a millionaire. I'm happy and grateful now that I'm making, I'm doing 7 figures each and every month. I'm happy and grateful now that my team grows big on a daily basis. Next, only give positive feedback. Avoid criticism. When you're building your team, one of the key things in this business, never give negative feedback to your champions. Tunasemanga negativity ipeleke juu kwa upline. Positivity, always take it down to your team. Always take it down to your downlines. Why? The moment you go and complain to your downlines about the challenges that you're facing, you are taking their belief level down. All of us have challenges. I also have challenges, but you'll never hear me crying around, whining, and talking about how we are facing challenges. Why? As a leader, my work is to be a problem solver. As a leader, my job is to be a solution provider, not a complainer. So always give positive feedback to your team and avoid criticism. Never provide, never do the criticism. The only time you can give criticism is what we call positive criticism. Next, how you do anything is how you do everything. The same way you'll present is the same way you should dress. If you're doing 100% on presenting, is the same way you should be 100% on your dress code. Why should you dress vibaya? Then you're good at presentation. So let everything go hand in hand, okay? The same way utafanya prospecting, or the same way utafanya invitation, the same energy that you use is the same energy that you use when you're talking to your team. It's the same energy that you use when you're closing down your prospects. Next, the time will never be just right. So start doing it today. Start doing it now. A lot of people say, when I become, okay? No, when I have, I will become. But instead, kuanzia leo, from this meeting, tell yourself, when I be, then I'll have. You must become a great leader for you to attract great leaders. Most of the times people ask me, how have you managed to attract strong leaders like Kennedy, Geoffrey, Brian Anami? Name them all. Mark Lins, we have the upcoming leaders. We have Leonard. We have a lot of people like James Ndegwa coming up. We have Joshua Kobo. Name them all. How was I able to attract such people? Why? I never told myself the time will be right. I started doing it that time. Anytime I want to grow my business, I want to go to 7 figures, I start it today. I decide it is now. I want you guys to type in the chat box, it is now. It is now, okay? The time will never be just right. Hakuna siku ati unasema, when I get 10 downlines is when I'll start dressing well. When I get 10 downlines is when I start doing the closings. You must do the closings so that you get the 10 downlines. Who do you expect to join your business if you can't do closings? So you don't want to be the king, you want to be the king maker. That is one thing that has helped me. It is a strategy that most of the leaders in network marketing don't want to implement. But let me tell you guys, I've built people, and that is what makes me a king maker. I focus on people instead of focusing on myself. But most people do the opposite. They focus on themselves. They want to be the king. They don't want to create kings. And the moment uko mtu kama huyo, hauta grow kwa biashara yetu. So focus on becoming a king maker. Build other people. Help other people go up, okay? And that is what will always keep you at the top. Yes, be the king maker, not the king. Hata downlines wako ukikushinda wanatengeneza pesa kuliko, no problem. You did your role. Your goal as a leader is to be selfless, not selfish. Yes. So, successful opening. How do we open our prospects? Number 1, presenter must be properly edified. When you're introducing the presenter on stage, you must, properly edify them. Introduce vizuri. This is my mentor. Okay. and I believe is the best person who will help you, will guide you. Usimu introduce tu ni kama una introduce ndugu yako, you're introducing anyone on stage. Introduce them in a powerful way, because the way that you open up your prospects determines how you close them down and how you follow them up. So introduce your prospects in the right way. Next, you must believe 100% that they are getting started. Why should you go in a presentation room or go for one-on-one presentation and you don't believe that your prospects will get started? You have to put it in your mind and tell yourselves, these people are getting started right now. I believe, I am positive. That's my attitude. Why? Whenever I do my presentations, whenever I do my meetings, I do them with passion, because I know the power of this business. And I know this business, apart from helping me, it will help my new prospect live their dream life. Hatuko hapa ku test waters. If it were testing waters, we've already tested the waters for you guys. So you must believe your prospects are getting started immediately, ASAP. Next, one chance to make a first impression. Once you get to your prospects, eye contact is something that you need to focus on, okay? We are here to do business. I need to maintain the eye contact with my prospect, okay? Next, I need to smile, okay? Smile is contagious. Smile to your prospect. They smile back. Gentle touch to build trust. When you're saying hi to them, you know, when you're shaking hands with them, have a firm handshake. Then always look good. Remember, you'll always get addressed the way you dress. People look at the inside. No, God looks at the inside. People look at the outside. Watu wataangalia nyuma, watakujudge based na vile unakaa nje. Mungu tu ndo anaangalia roho yako ndani. Before mtu angalie roho yako ndani, guys, they'll want to judge you according to your dress code. I hope you guys are learning. Next, sit next to your prospect. If you're in a presentation room or an event, always sit next to your prospect. It helps create more belief and it keeps them comfortable. Now, people do not care what you know until they know how much you care. Watu wataki kujua how much you know the products of the company, the contents and everything. People don't want to know how best you can present. Why? The only thing they want to know if you care. They want to know if you're ready to help them, okay? Next, family, occupation, recreation, money. This is another way of invitation, whereby you say hi to someone. These are a form of prospecting. Or even when you're doing your presentations, and you're opening up your prospect, this is opening up your prospect. Ask them, how is your family? Family yako inaendelea aje? Mtu atakufunguka akwambie, right now, you know, tuko sawa, apart from my mama akona diabetes, akona blood pressure. Hiyo tayari imekusaidia, umejua, wow, I can solve their problem. We have the product C24/7, okay? Next, occupation. Talk about the occupation. Utaka kujua wanafanya nini sahi. Maybe ni rafiki yako, mlikuwa mnajuana akiwa kazi. Maybe sahi vile mmepatana amefutwa kazi, or they are doing something better than before when you met them. Next, talk about the recreation. Ask them what do they love doing when they are free. Kuna mtu atakwambia traveling, and you know the company offers free travels. That's where you lead with the opportunity, and you know, talk about the money and everything. Next, remember your body never lies. So be confident. Type in the chat box, be confident, always lean forward. As I'm doing this presentation, Mimi lean forward, okay? Why? When I lean forward, there is that impression that I'm creating between Mimi na nyinyi. Sijui kama tunaelewana. So always be confident, lean forward. You don't want to do your presentation ukiwa umelala, you're leaning back, you want to lean forward, interact with your prospect. And always be active in your presentations. Don't be a boring presenter. Be active in your presentation. So let me talk about the presentation. These are the 12 proven ways on how you can become an effective presenter. Number one, understanding is the first part of influencing. Understand ni nani yako kwa presentation yako. Understand ni nani amekuja kusikiza one-on-one presentation yako. Once you understand these people, you can influence them to make a decision. Next, identification is everything. One of the things that has helped me grow my business and leaders is identification. Like, nita-identify huyu mtu ni mtu anapenda vitu gani. What do they love, okay? What type of person is this? And once I identify them, it will guide me, okay? If I'm presenting to a CEO of a company, I'll know how to present to them. And next, I'll open them up to something different apart from the opportunity. Now, remember, decision-making is 20% logic and 80% emotional. And I always focus on the emotional part. Why? People are driven by emotions. Human beings are emotional creatures. They'll make decisions on emotions, okay? Kuna mtu atanunua biashara yako ama product, juu number one, maybe amekuonea huruma, kuna mtu atanunua biashara yako maybe because your story yako ulimpea yako imemguza. Yeah, a lot of people have joined the business because as in they are moved by my story, they are moved by my presentation, okay? But most of the time they are not moved by the 4,800 on a daily basis itself. They are moved by the emotional part of my story. So storytelling sells, okay? Don't always talk about the facts. Facts is 20% and 80% emotional when you're selling to someone. Now, get your prospect in the yes mode. Anytime you're presenting, get your prospect in the yes mode. How do you do this? You ask questions like, does that make sense? Atakwambia, yes. Utamuliza, are you following? Yes. It helps you get feedback. It helps you interact with your prospects. Next, remove all objections in the presentation. Make sure unatoa objections zote ukipresent. Yeah, I'll teach you this on how to handle objections in our next presentation. So paint them into the picture. When you're doing the presentation, paint them into the picture. And this is what I call the WIIFM mode. What's in it for me? Mtu anatakanga kujua what's in it for me. What will I gain from this? Number one, when you're selling to people, people want to know how much am I investing? Okay. Next, they want to know what value will I get? How will I recover my starting capital? And what value will I get at the end of this all? So next, always use voice inflection when speaking. Kuna wakati ukifanya presentation zako, sauti yako inafaa kuwa juu, a lot of energy. Kuna wakati inafaa kuwa moderate, kuna wakati inafaa kuwa chini. And when you do all the 8 things, let me tell you guys, number 9, good presentations will always educate, entertain, inspire. That's the main goal of your presentations, to educate, entertain, inspire. Yes. Hizo zote, okay? So make fun of yourself before the prospect does. Maybe kama unasikia kuna kasoro, maybe kuna dress code yako iko mbaya, or you mess somewhere, make sure you make fun of yourself before the prospect does. Because if they make fun of you before you do, you lose control of this conversation. And remember, you're the king of this presentation. Next, promote for the next event. What are you pointing towards? We have a big event. We have more events coming. We have the lifestyle trips coming. Always promote for the next event, guys. Show them your vision. We have the charity events that are coming. Show them the vision by promoting the next event. Remember, great network marketers are great promoters of events. Next, people do not care what you have done, but they care where you're going. People don't want to know what I've achieved. People don't want to know the 11.5 million that I've already made. People don't want to know that. They want to know if you care where, they want to know whether you care where you're going. That's what matters to them. So be a visionary for people to get started and join you. Always be a visionary. Watu wataka kujua vile umefanya, umenunua magari ngapi, hizo zote na mashamba. People don't want to know how big my team is, how big my team has grown in Dubai, Qatar, name them all. People want to know, once I get started, wewe tunaenda na wewe wapi, utanisaidia nifike wapi. That's it. So let me talk about closing as I wind up this presentation. Number 1, when you're doing your closings, always be confident, always create urgency, help them get started immediately, okay? Then create the fear of loss. Tell them, if you don't get started this week, you will lose out on our mastermind mentorship. The mastermind mentorship has top leaders who are in the top 20 of the company. And if you join 1 week after this, you'll be mentored by upcoming leaders. So people will want to prioritize on the mastermind mentorship where they can get mentored by people like me and everything, okay? So next, be ready to enroll them. Yeah, be ready to enroll them. Me, when I do my presentations, when it comes to the closing part, I always ask them, do you have cash or M-Pesa? I'm ready to help you get started right now. And I always have the order form with me because I know they're ready to get started the same day I present to them. Next, so always expect they're getting started. Put it into your mind. Why? Your prospect will never get started kama wewe mwenyewe unaona hawata join saa hiyo. Okay? Now, next, did you see a why? Did you see a hot button? When you are interacting with them, kuna vitu zinaitwa the PMF, the personal or primary motivating factor. People join because of emotions. Decision making is emotional. So people, mtu atakwambia, hey, mimi kama kuna hiyo product part, kuna product nataka juu ya madhe, that is a hot button. Press it, okay? The more you press it, the more you get this person to make a decision. Kuna mtu atakwambia, I'm a student and I'm ready to get started, and mimi kuna vile Saina lemo atakulipa fee, but niko na savings and everything. That is a hot button. Press it. Let them get started immediately. Next, ask a closing question and shut up. You guys know the closing questions. I'm just taking you through this. So remember, feel, felt, found. If someone tells you, I don't have money to get started, use this three-way formula, the 3F formula. Utamwambia, I feel you, I felt the same way, okay, when I was in the presentation, but I found out that if I use other means to raise the capital, ningeanza biashara na ningetengeneza a lot of money than even what I have already or what I'm looking for. Next, if they're still sitting or if they're still in the room, ama mwapeleka head office and they're still in the room, they want in, they want to join. So do what? Keep on closing. Get them a space. Tell them, make calls. Do, you know, get other means of sourcing this capital and get started today. Anytime you see a prospect who doesn't want to maybe go home, they're still around, those people want to start immediately. Okay, so people will be afraid not to join you if they believe you know where you're going. Yes, anytime watu wataona you have a vision, anytime your prospects will see that you have a direction, let me tell you guys, they'll be afraid not to join you. Hawatakuwa na option, watasema wanataka kuanza. So some people close to leave, others leave to close. Kuna mtu ana close apate tu prospect moja, apate sign up ako sawa. And there are some people who want to do this for a lifetime. People like me, I live to close. I do this on a daily basis. That's why closing to me, presenting to me, getting people started in the business for me is very easy. So if you don't get the close, leave them happy and follow them up. But kuna mtu akikataa kumjoin anasema, oh, I knew, that's why you're broke. Unaanza kutukana prospect wako. No, leave them happy, leave them a good message and keep on following them up. Why? I know now doesn't mean I know forever. I know now just means maybe not now, this is not the right time, I'm handling other stuff, but I'll get started later. And as we wind up, guys, always remember, light the fire, decide, commit, be consistent. From everything yenye umesoma hapa leo, decide, commit, be consistent. Consistency is the name of the game and results is the name of the game. Remember, discipline is the bridge between you and your goals. A lot of people want to make it to the top, but they're not disciplined. It doesn't apply in our field only. It applies in any other field in the world, any other aspect in your life. You want the best relationship, you have to be disciplined. You have to decide, you have to commit to your girlfriend, to your boyfriend, and be consistent to your spouse, and them all. So guys, that was my time. Thank you guys. God bless you. See you on the next one. Okay, nimeipeleka haraka viongozi. I wanted to save on time, but I hope you guys have learned something. Wenye walikuwa natusaidia ku admit watu wa co-host ni kama walienda, because I can see other people in the waiting room. Okay, yeah, but I hope you guys have learned something. Today, I don't want to touch on sitaki kuchukua na question and answer session. I wanted to keep this meeting brief because ilikuwa too abrupt, but before the week ends, tutakuwa na question and answer. It will be only question and answer. So watu waeke maswali zao viongozi. This week nitatoa poster. The next meeting that we have is question and answer. Anything that you want